Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to EGFC Season 5. We're not playing FIFA no more, no sir, we are playing EAFC 24. My name is George Overton, joined by Matt the Baldy Hey-Ho, and we've got the first game of the evening, Yukon versus newcomers to EGFC, Howard University. Should be a banger of a match. First thing we need to do though, Matt, is we do need to apologise for a few delays that we've had.
Yeah, we do. It's unfortunate. It's kind of out of everybody's hands, really. It's just EA are currently dropping a patch on PC. I think they've already had it. Console don't get it until probably about 10 a.m. UK time tomorrow. So, yeah, crossplay is proving to be a bit of a problem at the moment. So, yeah, that's why we've had a few difficulties getting started, but we are ready with one of our opening fixtures. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because we don't really know. A lot of players have changed. Some teams have come back for the new season. Some teams have left. Some teams are brand new. So, yeah, it's all to play for. George Washington are involved, though, and they're the reigning champions. So it'll be good to see how they go this year as well.
Yeah, very true indeed. We've lost a lot of teams, unfortunately, Matt. We've lost quite a few good players that from the EGFC ranks, but we have gained a few new ones. And obviously, Howard University coming in, they've got a lot to prove. They've got a lot to show for themselves. And, it depends which way you look at it with EGFC, whether you say that, okay, the players should go out there, have a good time, try their best, and then, as they go along, then hopefully they can, keep improving, keep going forward. But we'll have to see what they have to offer in terms of FIFA skills. It is going to be Benfica versus Bayern Munich, and it is Yukon versus Howard State.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused in the lobby when Benfica was the chosen team. I thought, out of all the teams you could choose, why Benfica? Maybe there's a bit of underlying love there, a fan of Benfica perhaps, going into this game. So it'll be interesting to see. And it's a totally new game as well. This has been out for what? Not even a week, technically. If you had the Ultimate Edition, Premium Edition, whatever you want to call it, that's been out now for about a week and a half or 2 weeks. And yeah, the standard edition's only really been out since Friday just gone. So yeah, only really had the weekend to play and practice and get to grips with the game. If any of them just got the normal version, there's an early chance here of Musiala going through. It's a fantastic save from Trubin. It's going to be good to learn these Benfica players because I don't know particularly who plays for them.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue either, to be honest. Obviously, there have been some fantastic players come through Benfica over the last few years. Pedro Goncalves, one of them, a fantastic player. You've got Gvedes in there, you've got David Neres. There's some very good players in there, but coming up against Bayern Munich and Harry Kane, newly arriving at the German club, that's one that we obviously haven't had a chance to speak about yet.
Yeah, and he's he's settled in really well there in real life. It's interesting to see though on FC24 how he's going to play because Kane's got lethal finishing, 5-star weak foot, but he's obviously not the paciest, and that's why people don't always love using him as a striker. But yeah, really, really clinical. So you get any shots away, high chance of scoring. You can see Benfica on the attack again, but it's Bayern Munich defence as well is very, very strong.
Very strong indeed. Holding up to the task there, King Min-jae. New arrival as well at Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich made quite a few signings in the transfer window just gone.
Yeah, Kim Min-jae, really, really solid choice from Napoli as well. And we can see the in-swinging corner there, and Moya punches it out, and it has gone out for another corner. Yeah, those in-swinging corners are definitely deadly, and it stops you moving the keeper off the line. You've got to be very careful how far you bring them out. But yeah, Kim Min-jae and Harry Kane, huge signings for Bayern Munich. They always strengthen their squad, and they've done it again. And Meccano as well does well to bring that out of defence. You can see the high ping here. That's what we sometimes do get between players playing across the states of America. There's some vast open spaces between some of these universities and colleges. So it'll be interesting to see how they deal with that as well.
Yeah, very true indeed, Matt. Very true indeed. It is. It's always tough. There's not really too much we can do about it, but you can see here, 9 MS. That is the lowest I think I've seen on this game so far. Musiala playing the ball through to Kingsley Coman, and Ba with a very good interception there, stopping the Frenchman from getting through on goal. But yeah, this Harry Kane, I think he's definitely going to be one of them players you've got to look out for. Clinical as always. Rafa on the ball, going to take the shot on Manuel Neuer. makes himself big, and
Yeah,
produces a save.
there was a really good chance to play that across goal to the back post there, not taken. Corner whipped in again. I don't really know, because I don't know Bayern Munich quite so well, just how much height they've got in the box. They've obviously got Otamendi coming up from the back, who is very good in the air. But I think the team of Bayern Munich, they've got a lot of height in there as well, especially in the heart of that defence.
Yeah, very true indeed. Rapid at the back. Bayern Munich, Kim Min-jae, one of them players that you come up against in div rivals and you just think to yourself, well, I'm going to struggle getting past him in a one-on-one. But here we go.
Yeah, very solid.
Yeah, very solid indeed. Build-up play for Benfica. Not too great, having to try and force it, but they do win the ball back in the midfield area now. David Neres plays the ball to Rafa, forward towards Guedes, who unfortunately succumbs to Kim Min-jae once again, who is going to be very difficult for Benfica to get past here in this game.
Yeah, Kim Min-jae, the heart of that defence at the moment. They've still got, Upper Meccano alongside, and good effort there with the through ball, but Harry Kane just offside. And rare to see that with Harry Kane, because he's got good attack positioning as well. And one other thing to talk about with FC24 is those new play styles and play style pluses. So it'll be interesting to see who can utilise those. We know that so far that Finesse Shot Plus is a very powerful and very OP mechanic so far. You obviously got the speed as well, rapid, and the explosive pace is good. Aerial plus as well. I mean, anything with the plus playstyle is pretty strong this year so far. Is what we're finding out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the menace, I think it is playstyle plus is very strong. I think that's what the defensive one is called. You've also got the blocker for defensive playstyles as well. There's just so many. There's so many good ones as well. So I can't wait to see what special cards get them as well, because you've got to think they're going to be getting a lot more playstyles. Will we see cards with potentially 2 playstyle pluses? That will also be something that we'll have to look out for through the year. Ball whipped into the middle. Guedes is there, but can't get on the end of it this time. Cleared away by Bayern Munich, and now they can look to go on attack of their own.
Yeah, see if they can with Kinky Coman down the wing. Love a bit of skill there, showing some trickery, and does shrug off 2 defenders, still going through. We do know that defending is very difficult this year. It's a lot more manual, a lot less AI involvement so far. So it'll be interesting to see who can get to grips with the defending. No goals so far as we approach half-time, but never say never. Could be the curse of the commentator here as Bayern looking to break forward once again, but it does break down. And yeah, it is defending this year is going to be quite tough, I think, but we'll see who gets to grip with it the best.
Yeah, very true. Very true indeed, especially if you're using that advanced defending option as well. Very difficult to use. Instead, it's completely changed the buttons. You tackle with A now, is it, instead? It's something like that. It's A to get in between the ball and the opponent, and then just circle to, or sorry, square or circle, whatever, to do a normal tackle. But we'll have to see if any of these players are using that. Musiala on the ball. Got that close controlled playstyle plus. That should go behind for a corner. Will off Antonio. And now Bayern Munich might have a chance to take the lead. Harry Kane's are deadly from corners.
Yeah, last chance of the half. Does bring the keeper out off the line a little bit there. Does really well to claim it. And yeah, 0-0 at half-time. Both players sort of, getting to grips with the game a little bit. Kind of getting an understanding. So if you haven't played it a lot over the weekend, it is a difficult game to pick up and kind of just play and be good at straight away. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But yeah, 0-0, nothing too crazy to shout about so far. No real opportunities in front of goal. Quite an even game so far, to be honest.
Yeah, very true indeed. It has been an even game, and we get to see some of the new cutscenes with FC24, a new one edition. We've got Alex Scott there doing some sideline interviews. Can't bring her in today, obviously. I think would probably blow the budget out of the bank, but we're going to see some of the players walking through the tunnels. You've got Bernat there. But yeah, just talking a bit more about the game, Harry Kane's playstyle plus is, I forget if it's a precision pass or pinged pass.
Yeah, it could be pinged pass. It's, it just passes with a lot more power and accuracy. So there is quite a lot of playstyles that are very strong. Central midfielders, you kind of want that through ball. Plus, players like Bruno Fernandes have that. Erdegaard has that. Very good. I mean, if you're a player that wins a lot of free kicks as well, especially players like Madison is got the dead ball specialist plus. It gives you a ridiculous amount of kind of aiming assist on the free kicks, which is mad. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what teams get chosen as well this season. Last year it was a lot of Real Madrid versus Real Madrid. We saw a couple with Barcelona. We did see some Bayern Munichs and some Chelsea's actually, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we get a bit more variation this season.
Kane, great opportunity, takes a shot on, but Trubin does well, keeps it out of that top corner. Now Musiala on the ball, got that close control, dribble and play style plus. Can he look to bend one in the top corner? Chooses not to. Kane, nice close control pass, and Kane with the finish, and Kane with the first goal of EGF Season 5. Harry Kane, the Englishman, fantastic goal.
Yeah, really good finish, really well worked from the corner there as well. And like you said, Musiala with that great dribbling. I know a lot of people enjoy using his card in Ultimate Team, and you can see why just there.
Yeah, tearing it up in Germany at the moment in real life and tearing it up here in EGF today. First goal of the tournament goes the way of Howard University. Who could have seen that coming? A new team in the league doing absolutely fantastically, looking to go 2 ahead, trying to bring the ball forward, but well defended from UConn. The Benfica pick is something that we've got to talk about. It is surprising. It is a surprising pick.
Yeah, it is, because I don't feel like they're obviously one of the stronger teams on the game. You know, they're in real life one of the best teams in Portugal, absolutely. Them and Porto right up there. But yeah, it's an interesting choice. Although we might see a chance goes for the cut across goal, and it is intercepting. They've also got Di Maria back there as well now, so there's a few players that kind of have returned to Benfica. They've got a decent team. I just think, you know, when you've got the likes of PSG, you've got Real Madrid. I do wonder if we'll see any of the Saudi League teams picked as well. See a lot of players move to the Saudi League this summer.
Yeah.
Will we see Al Nassr with Cristiano Ronaldo? Will we see? I doubt we'll see Inter Miami for Messi, because there's not really too many other players in that lineup that are going to be good.
No, very true. Not the greatest squads overall, but when you look at Ronaldo and his squad, looking, you know, pickable. Definitely, you've got Jota on the wing, you've got N'Golo Kante in there as well. It's definitely a decent little squad. Sorry, not N'Golo Kante. What am I on about? It's the team
they both play for Al Ittihad.
Anson Talisca.
You've got Talisca. I think is Mane there as well?
Yeah, Mane. I'm pretty sure Mane's there. Yeah. I'm like 65% sure. I'm not, honestly, I haven't really kept up with the transfer talk for the Saudi League. I kind of just said, yeah, it's cool. But yeah, Benfica having Di Maria is an interesting one. Has the Trickster plus playstyle. So a lot of oh, there's been a ball given away. Di Maria capitalises. That is a horrendous mistake from Howard University. And, you know, maybe you can put that down to just inexperience in the league, because that, yeah, those are the kind of mistakes you cannot make.
Yeah, you don't want to make those mistakes at any level, let alone while you're playing in the league format. They might throw it away, and it's another goal. Neres, lovely cutback, and just like that, the veterans of EGF come through. UConn have turned it around with 2 goals in about 2.5 minutes, and I'll tell you what, that's a passage of play to forget there for Howard University, but they're going to look to spring straight back on the attack. It was quite quiet in the first half at 0-0, but it has sprung to life here in the sort of mid-phase of the second half here. Now it's 2-1.
Yeah, this one's got really exciting really quickly, and UConn getting 2 goals back-to-back, rapid fashion. Ball whipped in. Neuer is there this time, which, you know, it's a surprise that Bayern Munich scored 2 goals so quickly, and, you know, Howard University, you just got to try to bounce back, try and find another goal, but that will be offside. Harry Kane, doesn't matter how good at passing he is. That one was, unfortunately, miles offside. Kingsley Coman very low on stamina. Maybe some substitutions need to come out for Howard University here.
Yeah, you've obviously got the use of 5 subs, just like in real life. We had that as well last year. I think that was with the introduction of that rule in real life. So you can quite often play quite an aggressive defense and offense, really, because that stamina drain, while it does take huge effect, you know, if you've got players on the bench and a squad with good depth, you can change you're almost like your whole midfield and attack in one game, and it can make quite a difference.
I understand the cutback is the meta right now, getting to the byline, cutting it back into the area, But when you've got a man like Harry Kane in the box, you almost want to think to yourself, surely I should just throw it in there, put it in the mix for him. There's a chance. So, Guedes, there is a pass across goal option. No, just chooses to look for the shot, and that is simple enough for Manuel Neuer.
Yeah, a little bit of mind games there as well
Ooh.
from Howard University, moving the goalkeeper a little bit there with the right stick. So that's good to see. You know, it's one of those kind of skill-based mechanics. You know, I don't particularly love goalkeeper movement because it's very frustrating. It can be quite unrealistic, in my opinion. However, in the game, if you use it well,
Oh.
you can do great things. And goes for the Trivela of Harry Kane. We know in games gone past that the Trivela is a very strong way of scoring, but not on this occasion.
Yeah, FIFA 23, it was absolutely OP at the start of the year, and honestly, it's pretty good at the start of this year as well. We'll have to see what the patches kind of say, what kind of gameplay changes we get, because I think that there are a few things that need to be chopped and tweaked, but this game has been very competitive, very entertaining so far. Di Maria going to see the yellow card going in the referee's book for a bit of a dirty tackle on Upamecano. Chance, though, for Bayern. Takes a shot on Goretzka, but just narrowly wide of the left-hand post.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've also got that new ref cam this year as well. I don't know what anyone thinks about that.
I like it.
To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of it, but it's something different, isn't it?
It's immersion. It's immersion. Like, I understand, you know, we're saying, oh, it's a football game, let's just keep it's football, but I think that everybody can say, you know, when we play career mode, I want to be immersed more. I want to feel like I'm in that world. And definitely the referee cam and the cut scenes in the tunnels of the stadium, I feel like they really do that for me. So, yeah, I think it's a W personally.
And there we go, just like that. It was a kind of a 2 minutes of madness, really, from UConn, well, and Howard University, because, you know, gave away that free goal effectively from the goal kick, tried to play it short, it got intercepted. It was, yeah, one of those kind of moments to forget, really, wasn't it? But, yeah, 2-1 in the end to University of Connecticut. UConn returning team from last season as well. And they've done pretty well there to fight back because, let's be honest, the first half was pretty quiet, 0-0. And, yeah, we had that sort of 15, 20-minute period where it really sprung to life.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, Matt. It started off a little bit slow and, you know, everybody was kind of feeling themselves out a little bit. You know, it's the first half of the season. You can't expect everybody to spring straight into action. But as we got into the second half, it definitely got a lot more action-packed. And, you know, we've still got a second leg to come yet between these two fantastic teams, the Huskies and the Bisons. Shall we see who is going to take the lead after the break? Shall we see who's going to be winning it once we get to the end of it? I can't wait to see so, but we do have to quickly throw it to a break before we can do that. So, we'll see you guys in a few moments' time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EGFC Season 5. It is EAFC 24, and it is University of Connecticut, the Huskies versus Howard University, the Bisons. Second game coming right up. University of Connecticut currently have a 1-goal advantage. And as you can see here in this game, we have got Barcelona versus Real Madrid, the El Clasico.
Yeah, we do. I'm also not sure why we've got a Tottenham score update in the top right.
I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe that's a little bit of a visual glitch or something, but yeah, here we go. El Clasico. Now, it's the first time we're going to see anybody using both of these teams. Last game out, it was Bayern Munich versus Benfica. And yeah, I'm really interested to see here. And also, Diego has got the playstyle pluses above players' heads. So when they actually activate, we will see who has what exactly. So that'd be quite interesting to see. We could see how Real Madrid play. They've got that very solid midfield. I wasn't quite sure what was going on there from Finney, but yeah, it'd be good to see who comes out on top of this one.
Yeah, well, Finney, a lot of switches, a lot of lobbed balls to start things off with, and looks like a couple of ball rolls as well. We'll have to see what Finney brings to the table here, because right now, a lot of signs that he is a fairly decent player. Lovely little turn there from Rodrigo. Close control dribbling. Can't quite get through. Good defending from Diego from University of Connecticut. And we've actually got the scoreboards the wrong way around because I've switched sides again. So you'll just have to bear with me.
No worries at all. But yeah, good to see that R1 or RB, really close control dribbling there with Vinny Jr., I think it was. It is a really strong mechanic this year, that close control dribble. It might be a little bit too overpowered at the moment, I would say, just in general, but we will see. You know, if you can master the mechanics of the game, that can often be a big thing. There's a good save there, actually, from Courtois early on. João Felix getting a bit lucky with the rebound there. There's a big slide tackle, but Bellingham, look at him. Absolute force to be reckoned with, old Jude there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think he probably should have gone down from that slide tackle. But, you know, players are a lot like bumper cars so far this year. We're seeing a lot of players bouncing off tackles. But let's put it down to Jude Bellingham's resilience. What a player he is. Young superstar. Vinny Jr., lovely little burst of pace. Gets around the vampire, João Cancelo. And now Bellingham in the box trying to hold off Araujo. Vinny sprints past. Bellingham now twists, turns, penalty. Maybe the shout is there, but the referee says no as play continues.
Yeah, I thought that could have been a penalty. It's one of those, you know, sometimes you see them given, sometimes you don't. And especially this this FC, you've got to be very careful now not to dive in the box unless you're really sure you're going to win the ball, because, you know, you can get punished very easily. And, yeah, you don't like to see penalties given for, you know, comings together that easily, but you never know. They do get given, and it can be a frustrating one.
Yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure. It can indeed be frustrating, but we'll have to see how the remainder of this first half plays out as João Felix wins the ball in a good area. Lovely little scoop turn there, and a finesse shot just wide of the post. Beats the goalkeeper, but also beats the target, unfortunately. For any UConn fans, Barcelona fans, they currently have a 1-goal lead though, so they do have something to hang on to here. They do have a little bit of a lifeline.
Yeah, got to be honest though, Howard University looked really decent here with the Real Madrid side. So Finney has looked good, some good skills on show as well. So be interesting to see if Finney can keep those up and maybe break down that Barcelona defence, because they're quite a young team, Barcelona. That's a really good ball through, really clinical finish. And just like that, Pedri, of all players, sneaking forward into the box to get the opening goal.
Pedri popping up in the vital positions and finding himself a goal. You love to see it. UConn, though, running away with this one now. A 2-goal lead. Can Howard make this comeback happen? We'll have to see, as Finney has been playing well here in this game. You know, we've seen a lot of mechanics that we would probably associate with a high skill level player. I think that is to say the least, but yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what he can do coming forward, because, you know, you can have all these mechanics, but unless you can put them in the right places and use them at the right time. Rafinha with a shot. Oh my word, that is an absolutely outrageous half volley from Rafinha to make it a 2-goal advantage to Barcelona and take it to a 3-goal advantage on aggregate for University of Connecticut, who are leading 4-1 now on aggregate.
Yeah, for all of Finney's hard work early on there, looking really, really good. It's 2 moments of brilliance so far from Diego Ortiz, and he's done really well to break those down. That's a quality finish there from Rafinha. Not always the most clinical player in real life or on FIFA, but yeah, does really well there, tucks it away, and yeah, UConn starting to create that gap now and looking pretty good for the win here in week 1.
They are indeed the runners-up last year, if I remember correctly, to George Washington University, who were crowned the champions of EGF Season 4. We'll have to see if they can better themselves this year, because I thought they had a fantastic season in Season 4. Vinny, offside, just narrowly the linesman adjudicates.
Yeah, really tight. And with Vinny Jr., he's one of those players that he's got that. I can't remember off the top of my head the exact name for the playstyle. It might just be Rapid Plus, but he's got that kind of rocket ship playstyle that makes him just so quick. You can see in the middle there, I think it was Pedri there. He's got the tiki-taka one, which is good for sort of first-time passes. You've got Koundé at the back. He's got the playstyle plus jockey. So just watch him when he's jockeying. He's so quick. Really difficult to get past, actually, Koundé. So, it's tough to get through with Vinny Jr. as well because of the strength. There's a bit of a mismatch there at the back, but Real Madrid this year, I feel like they're a kind of an awkward pick this year for using in head-to-head seasons because they don't have that top-class striker anymore. Now that Benzema's joined the Saudi League as well, they didn't really replace Benzema because I think, off the top of my head, I think they lost him quite late in the transfer window. And I think they ended up with someone like Hosselu coming in, who I only know from Ultimate Team's about an 82 rated. So obviously, I'm only going off of FIFA Ultimate Team ratings here, but it's quite a downward step, really, from Benzema to go to Hosselu.
Yeah, I mean, you can't disagree with you there, Matt. He's a 33-year-old, veteran of the league. Always, not really the player that you want to replace a star like Benzema, but I'm sure for Real Madrid, maybe one of his favourite clubs growing up, I'm sure that he will be able to do the part. But in FIFA terms, yeah, I don't know if you'd really want to pick him.
I mean, IRL, they are still top of the table.
Yeah.
They're battling with Girona, I think, at the moment, who are a team that are upsetting everybody and doing really, really well, that no one expected to be up there. But yeah, anyway, back to this game. Chance here from Rodrigo. Good save from Ter Stegen. Arguably one of the better goalkeepers on this edition of FC 24. We're going to constantly mention the other F word, aren't we? FIFA. It's going to sneak in there every now and then. We'll try not to use it. There's many other F words in the world, but we'll not use any of those.
No, we definitely won't.
We'll just keep on with FC 24 as far as we can. It's a weird one because everyone calls it. It's EAFC, it's FC 24, it's EAFC 24. There's a lot of different names that people have called it. So I'm sure we'll settle on something at some stage.
I think we need a bit of VAR on that offside. That did not look offside to me. Ball played over the top, though. Lewandowski with a burst of pace. Can he find the back of the net? Shot comes out. Goalkeeper movement does, as well as Courtois makes the save. And, Howard definitely need to get some good defending behind themselves here. And then they need to try and convert that into some good, consistent attacks because, well, they are 3 goals down. 3 goals if they can get that before the end of the game. Vinny Jr. running in the box, but Koundé is so quick, so strong, and because he's got that jockey playstyle, plus he just moves across so fast, makes it so much easier for him to do standing tackles. Yeah, what a player, what a card he has on Ultimate Team as well. Definitely one of them centre-backs that if you have a Spanish League team or a French team, you want to pick him up.
Yeah, he's really solid. And again, he's got that kind of, it's almost like a crab walk with that jockey plus. He can just move side to side so quick. And he just covers all that ground in defence. And yeah, again, he's strong. He's pretty quick as well. So he's almost your all-round kind of centre-back. And he actually can play right-back as well. Because I think he plays there for France quite a lot as well. So yeah, versatile player too.
Yeah, very true indeed. And as the clock ticks down towards the hour mark, or sorry, just past the hour mark, it is starting to get a lot slimmer of a chance for Howard to get back in this game, especially if they play dangerously from out the back. Felix wins it back, gives it to Lewandowski. Adam Militao with a great tackle, but Howard need to get a goal in the next few minutes. If not, it is going to get very, very difficult for them.
Yeah, it's one of those this year. I find playing out from the back can be very, very punishing if you're not careful. Sneaking around the back post there. I'm not sure if that was going to be on target, that shot, but it was pushed around anyway for a corner. Does bring the goalkeeper out there and wins the ball there too. Ooh. But yeah, it's punishing, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's that rewarding playing out from the back, but yeah, you have got to be careful. It's one of those games, especially within Ultimate Team, that players at the moment, because they don't have any special cards, their kind of passing stats and that are quite low. So it's high risk. It can be high reward, but I don't think it's that rewarding playing out from the back personally. But I guess people do try and keep hold of possession as best they can.
That was a great pass down the wing to Valverde, though, as Vinny Jr. is on the ball. Elastico coming out, close control, but runs straight into Baldi. Not the Baldi that I'm commentating with, Baldi that plays for Barcelona.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jeff. You love it, really. With 17 minutes left on the clock, University of Connecticut with a firm, a comfortable 3-goal advantage on aggregate. Looking to make it 4. Rafinha on the ball, plays it back to Lewandowski. Gavi now on the ball. Now it's Rafinha once more. Back to Gavi, who loses it, loses possession, and now a chance for Howard to try and go forward, but just the slow build-up play not working out for Howard right now as Rafinha takes a shot straight into Eder Militao.
Yeah, Barca are one of those teams as well that they've got so many good passers. And do you know what? While you were going through that passage of chat there, I was just going to say we haven't seen a lot of substitutes being made really kind of in both games so far, but they must have read my mind and started to realise, hey, we can actually make subs. And like I said in the first fixture, there is 5 subs to use. You know, use them. If you've got players on the bench that are solid, you know, get them in. The Barca bench isn't that high in depth. You've got Christensen. Who's that? So you've got Christensen, Ferran Torres, Romeu. Maybe wouldn't fancy going with him personally. Gundogan, good choice to be fair, but you know they've got a relatively strong side Barcelona throughout. I wouldn't say it's, you know, star-studded and fantastic on FIFA. Oh no, we've lost connection to your opponent. Oh dear. With what was that? About 14 minutes to go.
Yeah, not too sure. Not too sure what's happened there, but we are gonna come on back over to ourselves and we'll have a chat about that, because I thought, unless it was a DC and, you know, genuinely didn't mean for that to happen, I thought that was a fantastic game. Unfortunately, Howard University, they couldn't quite make it happen when it comes down to it. They showed a lot of talent in that game. They showed a lot of high skill level mechanics, but unfortunately, they just couldn't put all those mechanics together, and they couldn't really come up with any kind of solid attack.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the plan is here, if these guys are going to maybe play another game and just play the first 14, 15 minutes to see the game out, or if Howard University are happy to concede or whatever they want to do. There was still a bit of time on the clock. That probably seemed more like a genuine DC rather than a quit, but we'll have to find that one out. But yeah, like I say, UConn did really well considering they went 1-0 down in the first leg. They've sort of turned it around with 4 unanswered goals in total. They're playing pretty well. They looked pretty good with the Barca team as well. And I have to say, Finney did look really good with Real Madrid, to be fair. Some really good skills, good mechanics there we could see. So it'll be interesting to keep tabs on Finney throughout the season as well.
Yeah, very true. So the players, what they're going to do is they're going to go back into a new game, play 10 minutes, and then they're going to stop playing. So we'll have to see if Howard can get themselves back into this match, or, you know, whether we can see University of Connecticut just seal the win out, because it looks like that was what they were doing.
Yeah, when you get to that kind of late stage of the game, it is a case of just kind of seeing how you go, really, isn't it? It's not, they don't need any more goals. They've kind of got the win. It's very rare that goal difference comes down, you know, and plays a feature in any part of these seasons over the course of 7, 8 various fixtures that we're going to be playing. You know, we've got the sort of fall or autumn split up until sort of end of November time. Then they'll have the sort of winter break. They'll come back in the early stage of 2024, believe it or not. and they will then sort of carry on and pick up from there. So it's great to see, though. It's great to see teams return. It's great to see new teams here as well. It's a shame that we've lost a couple of the teams, but there's some big names are still involved, which is great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Still some veterans of the league in William and Mary, and some players that have been in for a while in George Washington and Yukon. They've been here for a couple of seasons now. But we've got a few minutes left on the clock. We've probably got about 13 minutes-ish left in game time. Diego Ortiz running forward with the ball, gives it to Lewandowski to João Felix and buries it for another one for University of Connecticut. That goal was not for Howard, it was for University of Connecticut. Sorry about the scoreline. They switched sides again.
Changed again.
Honestly,
Yeah, they love
lads,
it.
come on.
Keep on your toes there with the overlays and that there, aren't they? So yeah, really, really well played again there. Diego he's played really, really well actually throughout this fixture. Did look up against it to start with, to be fair. Like we said, Finney looked really good early on. There might be another chance here. Double pass across, good save. They're pretty much at the 10-minute mark already, so it will just be an extra goal for UConn, and that will be kind of the end of that, really. I don't know if the guys are going to just pause it and end it. We'll kind of let them decide on that, I suppose. Given away there, Rafinha with a ball through. Lewandowski, could look for the cutback. Petri looks for the ball through. Well intercepted. We are 10 minutes in. I don't know. I'm sure there was about 14 minutes on the clock, so maybe we can say we're in injury time here or added time. And a through ball tried there, but not quite done. I'm assuming there we go. That's probably going to be the end. I think that's fair enough. But yeah, really well played from both players. And yeah, it's good to see people choosing different teams already. You know, we've had 4 different selections so far out of the 2 fixtures we've had. We've seen Bayern Munich, Benfica, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. 3 teams with a B, and then a Real Madrid in there as well. So we'll see. Maybe next week we'll see some PSGs, maybe some other sides as well. Maybe United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. You never know.
You really do never know. It's all down to the team's personal preference and the player's personal preference. But we might have one more game coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be as transparent as I can. I'm not too sure if Cincinnati are around. We do have the player from Montana ready to play, but we're not too sure on Cincinnati. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw it to a little break for now. And then we'll come back and speak to you guys. If they're not around, we'll get the final words from the admin. And if they don't come back, then we'll come obviously back to you guys, let you know. But we are going to throw it to a quick break for now. And, you know, a big win for University of Connecticut to start the season. You'll love to see it, Matt.
You do, yeah, and it's good to see, you know, early on teams getting out there, scoring lots of goals. I don't feel like 5-1 was necessarily justified in terms of the gap. However, UConn deserve their goals. Howard University in the second leg, I think Finney will come into his own. You know, played really well for the first 15, 20 minutes. Just different kind of things. You know, Howard University are a brand new team coming into the league. UConn have been here for a few seasons now, so you know they're kind of used to how everything runs. So yeah, different kind of teams, and it'll be good to see how they fare out throughout the season. Because we've got plenty of fixtures still to come.
Yep, can't wait for it. But we are going to have to throw it to a very quick break before we can hopefully go on to the next game's action. So we'll do that, and we'll see you guys after the break. See you soon.